crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
On second down, it's Hines. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Play action. It's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Down, Los Angeles.
First down. Hines. And he's in Nyheim Hines, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
His kick is
and the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Raiders 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
A first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw here, Herbert. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They run with Hines. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert on first down now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 16-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Hines. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Great positioning, and it's picked off. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the turnover, here's Herbert. This is Butler making the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play.
It's now second.
But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This one caught by Isabella. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Raiders 7.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you...
They're trying to get it to Woods, but it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tanner Muse there defensively. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, look at that. A diving Moving catch. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Setting up to throw on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Herbert steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 28-yard attempt.
Eventually able to punch this one through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert now. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second and 8. He'll look downfield for Waller. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Up near the 44. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On first down, it's Herbert being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Andy Isabella. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Chargers 24, Raiders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
4th down.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hines. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Here's the score. Chargers 31, Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. K.J. Hamler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Buying time to his left. This is caught. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Herbert. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Now Joey Sly for the point after. This an 11-point deficit now.
Next score, Chargers 31, Raiders 20.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella, 75 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Michael Badgley lining up for the...
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
The 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Chargers 45, Raiders 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I think they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and 1.
As they run the counter play. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
49-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. They'll try and run for it. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Ball carrier.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Tonight's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being